The humble pea or bean. Any variety you want. You want broad beans, you want sweet peas, you want snap peas, whatever it is. Plant them in the garden. You can plant them months before you can plant anything else. All you need is a space in the garden, soil's reasonably good, chuck them in and put some trellising on. Now you notice here that while I've got this, these hoops are just to hold up the bird netting. I didn't put trellising on because I planted them and forgot about them. Now when you trellis peas, they grow up into the air and that gives them more ready access to sunlight. So they're going to photosynthesize, they're going to be stronger and healthier. When you just plant them in the layover like this, they're actually robbing the plants underneath of some of that sunlight. Now these are thankfully fairly healthy, but they would have benefited a little bit from being lifted up. Another advantage of being lifted up like this, it allows more airflow between the plants. And that means they're more disease resistant. They're less likely to get diseases, less likely to get slugs and snails in there because you won't have as much moisture trapped between the plants. Another advantage is that between the rows of peas, or between the peas, whether they're in rows or not, you can put in your other seedlings. So once these guys start to fruit, your other seedlings can start going in and they can benefit from something that these plants do. Whether they're peas or beans, they set nitrogen. So they take atmospheric nitrogen. Now nitrogen is about 80% or just under 80% of what we breathe. Takes it down into the root system and holds that or stores that nitrogen, sequests it if you like, in the soil. And nitrogen is one of your three big fertilizers. So when this is finished fruiting, we snip it off of the ground, the top bit goes in your compost and the roots get left. You don't rip the plant out, okay? You leave the roots there. Other plants in the soil will benefit from that nitrogen, so it's fantastic. Now when they fruit, and bear in mind, these guys love being harvested. The more you harvest, the more they fruit. First of all, you're going to get a fairly flat pea, like this. A couple of weeks later, you're going to get a fairly fat pea, like this. So, ooh, nice and crunchy. I can split that open. And there you go. Don't know where you can see that. Got some beautiful peas. Now, I can eat them straight out of the pod. Take them inside and cook them. I can freeze them. I can even let them dry out and plant them next year. And it's what I'll do. I'll probably take a dozen of these, let them dry out, and out of a dozen of these I'll probably get 60 or 70 peas. Perfect. So they're a great crop, easy to grow, they condition your soil and you can put them in months before anything else. In some areas that are warm, you can actually plant these 12 months of the year. A little bit too cold here. That's your tip for today, guys. As always, thanks for your time. Happy gardening. See you later.